Representative, welcome back to the program here. Do you expect the U.S. Supreme Court to take this appeal? And if so, which way do you think it's going to go?
Oh, thank you for having me, Jason. Absolutely, the United States Supreme Court is going to take up this appeal. It's anyone's guess what would happen at the Supreme Court level. I feel that Judge Brown's decision is sound, it's reasonable, and it should be upheld.
We were talking to a Republican attorney a few moments ago on our podcast, an interview for that, and he said, listen, Democrats shouldn't get their hopes up here. He feels really confident that Justice Alito is going to issue a stay in this and go back to the 2025 maps after all. What do you think?
Well, absolutely go. Now, here's the thing: the 2021 maps are still in dispute. They're not the greatest, but we've had some elections, and we have some good candidate, elected officials in place right now. So, yes, I feel good that the facts and the law and the circumstances are on our side. This was a hastily done process. It was not inclusive. These are maps that were drawn in Washington to benefit the Trump administration. They did not include the people of Texas. So, yes, I feel good that they should be continued to be struck down.
But gaming this out here, if the Supreme Court takes this case from Texas and it's a majority conservative Supreme Court now, if they would revert to the 2025 maps after the El Paso court said, hey, we're using the 2021 maps, this is really creating a lot of uncertainty right now for people who are trying to file to run for office.
Well, not only that, but the voters. I mean, the voters need to know. I'm one of those that are impacted because my current Congressman Mark Vesey, is on the chopping block. So yes, absolutely, it's not only for the candidates but also the voters. We want to make sure that they know who are who's on the ballot and who they need to look for, and so they can do their research. They can collect the information about the candidates. So yeah, there is some uncertainty when it comes to that.
Do you expect the March primary to be delayed at all because of all this?
Yeah, you know what? When I was elected, the primary was delayed. My primary was not until May. And so there could be a delay. And now let's also remember that Governor Abbott could call another special session to draw yet another congressional map. So we're not out of the woods here. We can't give up. We haven't won yet. So we have to continue to press because I'm even concerned, even if the Supreme Court upholds the stay for the 2025 map, Governor Abbott couldn't come in and try to undo it all again by redrawing a new map.
But is there time for that with a filing open right now with a March primary coming up? Is there time to even do that?
I don't put anything past the Republicans. They could delay it. They could call a special session. Because remember the new penalties that are in place, it's going to be harder to get Democrats to commit to deny quorum again. So I don't put anything past them. They are going to use any tool, and we should, as well as Democrats, use any tool by any means necessary to make sure that we uphold democracy and that there are free and fair elections. But yes, absolutely, there's time for them to do some more.
What tools do Democrats have left? This is now on the front steps of the U.S. Supreme Court. It seems like everything's been played out. Are there tools that remain?
Well, of course, there's always the quorum, denying quorum, but it's the voter making sure that the people are aware about what's going on. I mean, when we denied quorum this summer, the 51 Democrats who did deny quorum, we brought the word gerrymandering. It became a household word. People hadn't, didn't really understand it. Now they do. And so we raised national attention to what was going on in Texas. So the voters, yes, the people in America are watching and they're listening and they're expecting a fight from their elected officials. So yes, it's just time to take it to the people.
How do you do that though? How do you take it to the people?
Well, with your message, being on the ground, connecting with other people who have connections. This day and age, there's about influencers, there's community leaders and your neighbors, connecting with them, making sure that they're aware about what's going on in Washington, in your hometown, in the community. All these things are important. So you got to get back to basics. And that's me speaking to one another and communicating.
Is there an actual Democratic push to do that though?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're on the ground talking to each other. Um, the elected officials are meeting, they're recruiting other candidates to run for office. So yes, there are ways that we can continue to stay engaged to make sure that they're aware about what's going on.
You were a visible critic of the legislature's redistricting, you even staged the high profile sleep in when you stayed
Well, it wasn't
inside the chamber.
staged. It wasn't
Uh,
staged.
it wasn't staged. You even stayed in the chamber then
Yeah.
and slept in there without asking, so you wouldn't have to ask the speaker for that permission to leave. Do you feel vindicated at all because of what happened from this El Paso court?
Well, I guess in order to feel vindicated, you have to feel like you did something wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I feel like the decision was correct. So there's nothing. Um, I feel like the judge's decision really exposed the challenges that we have been experiencing. So I feel good, but we're not done yet. So I have a measured sense of what we need to do and continue to protect our election.
What do you expect to happen next in this?
Again, it's not over. We can't break out the champagne glasses yet. There are still some legal maneuvers that could happen that could delay the election. The United States Supreme Court could even reinstate the 2025 maps and then take up the case, or they could put them on hold and take up the case. I mean, and they could send it back to the lower court. There's so many things that could happen in the legal realm that we just all got to stay on our toes and mindful and ready to take action uh, when we need to.
Representative, it's always good to see you. Thank you for the time.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll stop that there. Good stuff. And I didn't think about all the other legal maneuvers. I mean, but Daryl, stop the recording here. You're
Okay.